Everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Yoga with Shilpa, and today we will practice a sequence that require a wall support. So in this sequence I'm just giving you an introduction. So we are little bit of focusing on the resistance because we need someone is pushing you and you are pushing it back, so you require a wall for the resistance. And we will cover some of the hip muscles to fire up, like your glutes and your inner thighs and the thoracic spine rotation, that is very important in the sequence. So let's start with a little bit of a warm-up. So let's coming to a tabletop position, and in tabletop positions let's touch your right shoulder and your right hips. So we are just touching, we are not pushing and shifting the left hips towards the right side, just adding a little bit of resistance. So you feel that your hip is pushing back by the wall. So let's add abduction. So coming to a little bit of halfway in an open hip position and pushing your hips back. So, and keep observing that you are touching the right shoulder, right hips, and adding a little bit of inner thighs to wake up, your outer glute muscles to wake up. And from the sequence, let's add the rotation of your ribs, the thoracic spine. So as you exhale, you press your right elbow towards the wall and rotating your ribs, closing your obliques. And as you inhale, rotate your ribs, open up without pushing the ribs forward. So it's not a back bend, it's just the rotation. So opening and closing of your thoracic, your ribs. 3 more, and keep observing you are using your obliques, your external and your internal obliques. Last 3, last 2. Keep rotating and keep pushing the hips and the shoulders towards the wall. Last one. And let's hold. So you're rotating your right ribs towards the front and left ribs towards the front, and your shoulders are pressing towards the wall. So you're firing your oblique muscles, and let's place your palms. So you're also opening your front pec minor muscle. So stay there and add a breath. 5. Even you can push your hips back, little bit of adding the rotation from your hip joint. Last 2, last 1. And now let's raise your arms over your ear, adding a side bend. So lengthening your lats from the side. 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Now let's come back. A little bit of fire I can feel on my obliques. So let's add a downward dog from this position. So tucking your toes. So be aware that you are touching the shoulder and the hips. So tucking the toes and keep sliding yourself back to coming to a downward dog. So opening the armpit area. So you're not coming this way where you're just rounding your spine and just extending from your knees. So we are just bending the knees first, lifting the heels and lengthening the spine. So opening your chest muscles, not dropping, but a little bit of the length. Stay there. 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Now let's bring the right foot forward. So placing the right foot forward. The point here is to walk your right foot a little bit towards the wall. So you can touch your hips and your knees, and let's press your big toe and your heel. So resisting the force, taking the force from the ground, from the gravity, pushing your hips, pushing your knees, adding external rotation, but keep placing your big toe and heel down. So externally rotating your right arm, your right foot, sorry, and raising your arms up, pushing your hips down slightly. Stay there. 5, 4, 3, and if you feel it's hard, then you can drop your knees down, your back knee. So adding an external rotation, but keep observing that you are not lifting your toes and the heels. The toes, big toe and the heels is pressing the mat, and the knees and the hips of the right side is pressing the wall. Or you can just press your hips and keep maintaining the knees over your heels. Coming back, let's add the rotation. So placing your left palm on the floor, and imagine like you're pulling the rope in line with the shoulder, the left shoulder, the ribs, and add the rotation. So you're not rotating from the hips, so hips are pressing the wall, maintaining and adding the rotation. Coming back to plank, bringing your knees down, chest in down, and bending from the mid back, going back to downward dog. Bring the right foot forward. Let's rotate your back foot. So same way, coming, pressing the knees, pressing the hips if you want to add external rotation, and if feel a little harder to you, you can just bring the knees back, but keep observing that your right hips is touching the wall, and slightly engaging your core, so you're not dropping your core. So engaging your core, placing your palm, coming to a hip opening, then turning your foot, pressing your both sitting bones back, adding a full forward fold, placing your palms in line with the tile, and adding the length in your hamstring. Keep engaging your inner thighs, your quads, keep engaging the muscles in the inner and the outer, so you're not just dropping them, you're pushing your sitting bones, resisting with the wall. Then coming back, walk, coming to the left side, turning the left heel, raising the right heel. Again walk, raise your arms up, or you can add a little bit less pressure by dropping your knees down, placing your right palm down, adding the rotation, coming back, turning the back foot, raising your arms. So keep observing that you're engaging your muscles, pushing your hips back. And let's add left palm on the floor, coming to a side plank, or from plank you can coming to halfway tree pose, and keep observing you are externally rotating the palm. Back to plank, knee, chest, chin down, going back. Bring the left foot forward, Turning the back foot, walk yourself back to the center. Keep observing you are placing your both sitting bones towards the wall. Walk back and adding a same way a plank. Rotate. So you can add plank or a halfway tree pose. Raising your arms up, engaging your external internal obliques and your external rotators. Placing back, coming to a plank, pressing hips and the shoulders, bringing your knees down, chest in down, back, going back to downward dog, bringing the right foot forward, coming back, engaging again, adding a forward fold and changing the side, raising your arms up, adding a little bit of back bend. So opening the front, raising your arms back and keep pressing the hips towards the wall. Then coming back, changing the side, adding the same way a halfway Ustrasana, placing the left palm resting on your left heel. Raise your right arm up and keep pressing the right hips with the wall and the shoulder with the wall, or you can take the support of your palms to hold your head. Coming back, downward dog, and let's bring your knees down, relax in a child pose, taking a few deep breaths. So I hope you like this sequence and you will follow in your class. If you are a student, if you are a teacher, I hope you like the support of the wall and you are aware of the muscles that is working. And we will meet soon with a new content, a new topic, and I hope you like it. And if you have any suggestion, you can comment me in a comment section, and please like and subscribe my channel. See you soon.